So you guys wouldn't believe this, but after he choked me out unconscious, stabbed me, beat me from night till morning till I was black and blue, busted a blood vessel in my eye, and like I almost thought I was gonna die, pretty much. So I had sex with him again. His mom brought my son back to Jewel Resort. He was in the car with his mom because his mom's an enabler, and they're making jokes and making me feel comfortable and everything. And then I was like, where's my phone? And he was laughing, saying, yeah, he has his phone, because I told his mom that he had my phone, but his mom was like, no, he doesn't have it. He said he doesn't have it, but he did. Anyway, so I went with him to go and get my phone. We went and got his other son. And we went to the Rio in the Grill. That's where he was when he had fled from his house with my son, kidnapped my son. That's where he went. So we went to the Rio in the Grill, but it was so shit. And I was staying at the Jewel Resort in Montego Bay. So like it was a lot better. So we stayed there for one night and I had sex with him. In pain, black and blue, swollen, I had sex with that man. Yeah. Like, to this day, I can't believe how low I thought of myself and how, like, I really had sex with this man after he literally choked me out unconscious. I'm sure he thought I was gonna die because he was scared as fuck. I know this because I felt feeling a little sick and like my throat was tingly, so I was gargling with salt water, and when I woke up, he had thrown the salt water in my face and then my eyes were burning because I was out unconscious from him choking me. This man couldn't even think clear enough to go and get water. Like, he just saw a cup on the counter in his bathroom with water in it and just threw it in my face, but it was burning the fuck out of my eyes. So when I came back to, I was just like, oh my god, my eyes are burning. Anyways, the point is, I still had sex with this man after he nearly killed me. Like, there was clearly something wrong with me. Like, it's very clear that I was not okay at that time. And when I did go to the police, they basically told me there's no point, not basically, they said there's no point of pressing charges because you're not going to come to court. This is what the officer who took pictures of my wounds and stuff said to me. Like, he looked. Also, he had told me some story about some girl that he was with that was pregnant, I think with twins or something, and she took some pill to like have an abortion. So I was telling him to get that for me because I was pretty sure I was pregnant, or get a pregnancy test or something. So I wanted to go home because I was pretty sure I was pregnant and I wanted to go and deal with that situation. So I was ready to go home. So I went home. When I got home, it was all apologies and let's work out. Yeah, so my mom had called the consulate when she heard about the police didn't do anything. Like, he was still free and he wasn't arrested after she saw all my injuries and stuff. She was pissed. I was pretty annoyed because, like, I kept telling him to use condoms, don't bust in me. So, like, I was just really mad because I was like, not only did you fuck me up, you just gave me another baby, and so, like, I never really wanted to be a mom. Like, meeting Mario and him, like, telling me, like, he wants to be a family with me and stuff, that made me, like, okay, yeah, like, I want to have children I want to have a family. So, like, me doing everything by myself was very depressing. Like, being pregnant, going to my appointments by myself, like, everything was just very depressing because it's not how I pictured my life or pictured, like, what I was doing. I was just really uninterested in him at that moment after like everything that he had done to me in Jamaica, and then now being pregnant again and having to do this again by myself. It was a lot. I was at rock bottom. My pregnancy, his girlfriend they were still together. Like, she had come over right after I left. Him and his family and everybody was at the resort with her and everything. Like, this girl was still around. Like, so she was messaging me like, haha, bitch, you thought a baby would keep him and you're not around. Like, it was horrible. Like, if I thought my first pregnancy was bad, my second one, it was really bad. And I didn't even name. So my cousin, the same one that had the twins at the same time that I had my son Liam, she came and she was like, I had a dream you had the baby. She was a girl. She was so pretty. Her name was Liana. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm never getting pregnant again. Like, I was just like, I did not enjoy that. Like, my baby father is really not the greatest. Like, that's not going to happen. So when I was pregnant again and I was going to have an abortion again, I actually booked the abortion. But my cousin took me to do a 3D ultrasound. And at the 3D ultrasound, so while I was leaving the 3D ultrasound, the abortion clinic called me to confirm my appointment. Like, I was like, yeah, this is not good timing. I will call you guys back. Yeah, like, what my life really. I had not known the gender. She got to know the gender, and we were supposed to have a gender reveal. But I really don't have that many friends. Like, I don't really talk to people. And when I got pregnant with my son, I even talked to even less people. I stopped talking to a lot. I was really depressed, and I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to go anywhere. So I really didn't have anybody to invite to a gender reveal. And I was like more depressed. I was like, I don't want to have a gender reveal. Like, I don't even have anybody to invite. So she just told me. So she ended up telling me, like, I'm having a baby girl. And I was like, oh my gosh, I already have a boy and I'm going to have a girl. Like, you know, the Shensia song, you know? So, yeah, I just kept my baby girl and she's here. She's beautiful and I love them both. So although I really never thought I would be a mom, like, being a mom has been one of the best experiences of my whole life. They make my whole day, like, they're my whole world. Like, I don't even do anything other than be a mom. Like, if my children are not invited, I'm not. Yeah, so if my children are not invited, I'm not coming. Period. So anyways, let's fast forward to, like, my pregnancy with my daughter. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't that great. It was probably worse than the pregnancy with my son because so I found out I'm having a girl. I'm really not excited. I'm really not doing anything with my pregnancy. Like, some days it's like I don't even remember I'm pregnant. Like, I'm just autopilot and dealing with a baby as well. I just don't recommend it. Like, being pregnant and having a baby at the same time, it was very hard. But I did that. And, like, I feel so good that I did that by myself. Like, while a man was tearing me down.